Hello and welcome back to another YouTube video. Today I'm doing the top lane tier list for patch 13.20, so if you enjoy the content, like, subscribe, and let's get into it. To begin with, this was a relatively large patch. There were lots of adjustments towards jungle, a couple of item adjustments, and the Cassante rework. So let's cover it. To begin with Cassante, I'm going to put in the C tier. I haven't seen a huge amount of gameplay of him, and the changes overall looked net positive. However, with his win rate not really adjusting that much, I'm going to presume people are learning the champion, and that over time, he will gain win rate, gain popularity, and slowly climb the ranks, and thus I'm going to put him in the C tier from the D tier. However, he might get buffed, he might get nerfed, we'll have to see. So he's just going to stay there. Quinn is going to move down to the A tier. They really hit Quinn quite hard, losing movement speed and losing base health. Doesn't really outweigh the fact that she really, and then gaining in bonus AD did not outweigh the fact of how big the nerf was. It's just going to put it down on a tier. Once again, this champ probably needs a rework, if anything else. Only OTPs really play it, or people who need it as a niche counter pick into certain things. It's there. Action is going to also move down to the A tier. He got hit harder than Quinn. Could almost move down to the B tier of the top lane. But I'm also just going to leave him in the A tier. I don't think he quite deserves a B tier spot, as he's still a really good solo queue champion. But losing the movement speed on the Q, losing the E damage really hurt two of Action's core abilities. His ability to trade, his ability to go in, output a lot of DPS with your E, and then disengage with it. That's going to be hurt. So overall, yeah, just going to drop him down A tier as well. LeBlanc is going to be removed. LeBlanc no longer serves a purpose in this tier list. She was really popular with the AD build, the static, the Triforce, the Hull Breaker. They nerfed it really hard, and her pick rate fell off. No one really plays it anymore, so she's going to be removed. Same goes for Rek'Sai. The Rek'Sai now last patch kind of killed top lane Rek'Sai. Unfortunate. It kind of sucks, because I know a lot of people did enjoy playing top lane Rek'Sai, but it was going to eventually be nerfed. It was pretty strong. The GP buffs from last patch didn't do anything. Once again, he is still just a solid A tier pick. There are better options, but he is pretty good here. The main picks, which we've seen at Worlds for 13.19, your Rumbles, your Renekton's, your Nars, your Aatroxes. All these picks seem to be quite popular at the moment. Alongside that, not a huge amount is being adjusted. They mostly hit jungle and the jungle snowballing effect. So top laners which snowball are probably slightly weaker, but then a lot of the times that then leads to like what is like the Fioras, but they also just scale inherently well anyway. Losing split push gold is also going to hurt her. For example, the 175 going down to 125. If you're not able to get those platings, or you get those platings, then you are losing out on a lot of gold there, definitely. So Demolish is just nerfed this patch, because yeah, you get less value out of having the Keystone. Alongside that, lots of runes got nerfed. The Conqueror, Lethal being two notable ones. Grasp didn't get adjusted, so I believe tanks are still in a relatively fine spot. Doran's Shield gaining some HP, gaining the 40 to 45 healing on being hit. It's also pretty big. Helps a lot of the tanks out as well, makes them a lot more durable to poke, harass. That's also going to nerf range champions. The D-Shield ones are going to be bigger than the D-Blade ones for sure. As yeah, you are inherently just getting hit and being able to sustain more from the damage you take. So yeah, overall, bunch of tanks still alright, bunch of fighters still alright. The top lane hasn't really adjusted. It's still in a, I would say, relatively healthy spot. There are a couple outliers, of course, like competitively, solo queue wise. Things like Camille still really strong. Tryndamere has got a bug at the moment. I'm not adjusting him, even though his win rate's pretty low, because the bug has been fixed, and Tryndamere is still in a really good spot. It would be kind of misleading if I was to suddenly like move him down the tier list. Overall, what I'm hoping for next patch is we see some like adjustments, buffs to some of the weaker top laners. Maybe they've been gate kept because of competitive, or their playstyle's inherently kind of awkward in solo queue. The likes of Yorick, he's just not been in a good spot for a long time. It'd be nice if they did something to like kind of make him be able to not be meta, but then be a staple of a strong champion without being frustrating with like the likes of lethality items. So maybe give him some health scaling, so make him tanky, make him like this summon tanky fighter. I don't know. I know Yorick mains always complain about the champion. It would be something along the lines of bug fixes and stuff like this. But yeah, try and make the champion a bit more healthier, have counterplay, was being able to stay strong within the meta. Akali is actually really strong in the mid lane at the moment. I haven't really moved top lane Akali in a long time. I did want to cover Akali though, because she does see competitive play at the moment, and yeah, I definitely do think this champion's really strong when you're going like the electrocute, and you're running presence, I believe, on the secondary tree. Yeah, it'll be like presence, coup de grace. Yeah, Akali's really strong. The Eyeball Collection, Ultimate Hunter, not cheap shot. Dash one, yep, that one. All really good on her. As you can tell, I've just woken up. Yeah, I watched the world. What I'm doing at the moment for schedules, I'm watching Worlds. I will sleep after watching Worlds, and then I'll wake up, make videos covering the things, and yeah, it should be kind of the schedule for the moment. I'll probably end up swapping it, so it's afterwards. But yeah, the main thing is I'll probably talk about the BDS game tomorrow. That should include the likes of it's BDS versus Destination Focus Me, I believe. The team they lost to, Team Wales, then went on to beat Team Loud, which is not Team Loud, went on to beat Flying Oysters. So that was pretty good. Team Loud did get 3-0'd by PSG, which wasn't particularly close. The second game looked like a real stomp when I was watching it. So yeah, overall, that's kind of just what's going on there. For tier lists, I'll probably continue to do the top lane, the jungle, the mid lane, I believe. Top lane, jungle, mid lane. I might include some others. I might do ADC ones, I believe. ADC, jungle, top lane. I don't know if the ADC one's been updated recently, but I can still cover it. There wasn't a huge amount of changes though for the ADC role. Most notable one is, of course, Kaiser lost free armor. But yeah, for top lane, not a lot. Thank you for watching. See you next time.